All right, ladies and gentlemen, good. All right, let's talk a little bit what's going on YouTube. Right, we got kohberger case, the Idaho 4, the Summer Wells case, which that's back up and running. You got 60,000 tons of explosives missing off of a train. I don't know. Let's get started with kohberger. Can this guy scream out serial killer anymore? Right? I've been watching a lot of stuff. They said they got 7 IDs that was found on his possession in his apartment. And that's a key thing right there, right? Are them 7 people that the identifications belong to, are they still alive? Now, we know a couple of them are not, right? We know the Idaho 4 ain't, and we know a couple other ones of the victims of the IDs and the things he had on him or in his apartment connected him to these other crimes. So why is everybody going crazy? He's innocent, he's this, he's that, he's right. They have evidence. They got DNA. And if people are crying about, well, DNA ain't sufficient, no, you're right. DNA does not mean you did the crime, but having the identification of some of these people in your possession, well, that's pretty much just as good as DNA. So, do I think he's a serial killer? Yes. I find it hard to believe that the Idaho 4 was his first murder. You just don't wake up one day and do that. Now, a lot of people are saying there was drugs involved, right? He did it because they owed him money or whatever. Well, usually, in a drug situation like that with a drug dealer, they don't get their hands dirty. If Brian kohberger was a drug dealer, he would have subcontracted it out, right? He would have paid somebody to do it. He wouldn't have got his hands dirty himself. Now, there's a good chance he did hire someone to do it, right? There's a good chance. We weren't there. We don't know everything. There's a good chance he hired someone to do it. And the reason he kept driving around the house was he was waiting for someone to contact him saying the job is done, right? So anything is possible when it comes to a murder case, and especially a psycho like him. And folks, you can look in his eyes and you can tell there ain't nobody in there but demons. He's got dark eyes. He's a very disturbed person, right? This is another psychosis of, if you watch something for so long, if you are around it for so long, it rubs off on you and you become the very thing that you're studying, or the very thing that you're wrapped up into. You become. So it's a very good chance that after so many years of interviewing all these people that were killers, and it rubbed off on him, and he became a serial killer. Now, like I said, I find it hard to believe that this was his first killing. If it was, took a lot of balls, right? He would have had to know the house, the setup. He would have had to know who was there, who wasn't going to be there. Was he dating one of the women? They all knew him. He drank at the corner bar with them all. So there's a lot of unanswered questions, right? And a lot of people are saying, well, he's innocent. Well, how'd the sheath get there, right? That's one thing. How was the phone pinging all around the house? Right? If it wasn't him, then he had to know somebody that had access to his apartment to get his personal uh, possessions. So everyone's saying, well, it was a setup. It could, it could have been a setup. Well, the only way it was a setup, folks, is if he knew somebody that was out to get him or something, right? He should have talked right away. He should have cut a deal. He's going to lose in court. He thinks he's this super unknown superhero, crime fighter, right? He's not, folks. He's a stone cold killer. Simple as that. Nut job. You can look into his eyes and see there's nothing there. Lifeless, dark. He reminds me, he might be related to a serial killer. He sure does look like one, don't he? He's a cross between Bundy or not Ted Bundy and Jeff Warren, the guy they picked up that was had like 500 wives or whatever. He was a polygamist or whatever it is. So do I think that he killed? Yes. Do I think he killed before the Idaho 4? Yes. And I think they're going to prove that he did. I think he killed that one girl and that kid out there, Zachary or whatever his name was. The MOs match of the Idaho 4. They were stabbed in bed or whatever, and at night, and they were robbed. So it makes sense, and I imagine they're going to connect the dots once they get it into court. The robbery charge, he's got a robbery charge on him, so he must have been taking stuff from his crime scenes that he was doing. And they really got to check all over. I do believe he's probably killed in his neighborhood where his parents lived. He's probably went on vacation and killed, right? He's probably taken trips just to kill. But that's just my opinion, right? The Summer Wells case. Now that's back up and fired up, right? They're making money off of that again, right? It's sad what's going on in the Summer Wells case. I wish we would get some kind of piece from Michael Vaughn, right? I wish they would find him. But what we're starting to see in our communities and in America is madness, complete madness. And if we don't do something about it, this will carry on. It'll be like a cancer. It'll consume America. Lies, drugs, and all this crap with the Summer Wells case. And I can go on the Delphi case, right? That's firing up again. Now we are starting to learn that there was many people involved in the Delphi case. There was many videos that were photo-opted, many photos photo-opted, and fake information put out that people thought were real. So, what do I think? They're druggies, folks. There's a group of them. It's a ring. Yes, I know. YouTubers are involved, right? We're not stupid. Right? These guys all know each other. They all are in the drug trade. They're all in the shit, right? They all done massive time or whatever. They got records longer than all of our arms, right? So they're not fooling us. They're not fooling me. They can keep calling the police on me as much as they want. They can keep sending people here. Folks, I don't have warrants out for me. I don't have felonies. That allows me to have weaponry. Any weaponry I want, I can possess and I can create because I don't have a felon background. Right? A lot of people are pissed about that, but them are the rules. I don't make the rules. The government does, right? Society, people. I think it's a shame how these people have been stringing everyone along, right? These YouTubers, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So the whole Summer Wells case was made up, in my opinion. They seen an opportunity to make money, which they've done this before with Rose or Bly or whatever, Rose Bly, Wells or whatever, where they made a buttload of money off of that. So this is what we're seeing. Now, these people, I'm trying to get a war going here in America, right? That's what these people have done to us, law-abiding citizens and vigilantes. We want this to explode in America, right? That's what we're pushing for, right? We got the government on our back now. We got support. We got backing, and they're nut jobs, folks, right? The whole thing. Complete gang, giant organization. It's corrupt. Congress is pissed because we keep telling them we're going to have to burn it down, right? But next time, we're not going to let this crap happen in America. So let's move on to the next thing I've been watching. 60,000 tons of highly explosive material is missing off of a train. 60,000 tons of highly explosive material missing from the train. Vanished. They cannot figure out where the 60 tons of highly explosive material has gone. And that explains a lot. I think America's in for a humdinger. 60,000 tons. If it's the explosives I think it is, well, America's in deep crap. But who gives a crap, right? Right. Good morning there, Marshmallow. How you doing? So what are we looking at? We're looking at a bunch of spies. We're looking at a bunch of idiots and drug cartels. I'm thinking they're probably prostitution and all kinds of shit wrapped up into this. And we're not backing off of it. A lot of people are, they're trying, well, we're the Mexican mafia. That's okay, right? We don't give a shit. We'll go to war with them. We'll put a crater in Mexico. We're from the holler, the South, and all that. We'll burn down the South. I don't think America really realizes how deep we are embedded into this country. We are here to stay, folks. We ain't going nowhere. And we surely ain't going to let you madmen and women run the streets, right? Good morning, Bella. Good morning. So what do I think it is? Well, I think it's exactly that. It's a scam, folks. Views, subs, mainly drugs and sex. Some of these guys are not allowed on my job sites anymore. Do you understand? They will not be able to work. They will not be able to work at an oil refinery. They will not be able to work at any chemical stations. They will not be able to get a job anywhere that has anything to do with explosives or anything, right? I watched a couple of people, well, we got our TIG cards and all that and everything. Yeah, I don't care. Some of you folks will not be able to work anywhere near any kind of explosions, explosive material, anything. And we are starting to find out now we are starting to have a lot of explosions at these refineries that are mysterious, right? What is the problem? Is it the material has become unstable? Are they not cooling the material right? Is it leaky pipes? Was it a weld that was a bad weld, right? We got a bunch of people out there that, I was in construction. I know these people, they drink and party all night. They get a couple hours of sleep. They go to work, and come quitting time, we're all in the bar hanging out, having drinks and party. That's what construction is, right? For a lot of people. So it's going to get ugly in America. I'm trying to warn America as much as I can. Uh, you got 60,000 tons of material missing. How does it just miss? How does it come up missing? Well, probably like the 100 tons of anthrax that came up missing within our military, right? So what do I think is going to be happening? Well, the Brian Kohberger, they found 7 identifications in his apartment. That ain't him, okay? You got too many murders that are matching his MO. Okay, you got him on Riddick asking to talk to people that have committed murders, rapes, and pillaged America. You got the Summer Wells case where Candace and Don Wells, for God knows why, figured that they would take on the world and find their daughter by themselves and created this madness. Right? The Delphi case. Well, now we're starting to see in the Delphi case that there was many people involved. Little kitty ring photos and all that. Excuse me. So it totally makes sense to me. And don't let these YouTubers suck you into their bullcrap, right? I don't talk bad about people unless they deserve to be talked bad about people. And these YouTubers will try and suck you up into their madness. But they're pissed off because a group of people have gone live. That means they're not playing your games. These guys that we hired are pure killers. Stone cold. We're not in the business of making up lies and bullcrap. The Kramer name has come too far. Kramer Junction, Kramer everything. We're not in the business of playing your child games, right? We're not we're not pimps, we're not drug dealers. We're workers, and some of us now are running this country. So we're pretty much done with all this bull crap, YouTube crap, and all these people come out of the work thinking they know everything. I don't know everything. I don't want to know everything. I do know this much. Kohberger is a stone cold killer, folks. I don't care if they, well, this is all because he was in a church Bible thing and he's a Jewish. No, we're not going back to this bull crap with your Jewish stuff and everything, right? The Holocaust happened many hundreds of whatever years ago. Okay, you're not going to go ahead and pull that crap. Well, he was a Bible thumper, so they're trying to set. No, folks, we're pretty much sick of this bull crap. We're not letting people walk free, and a lot of people are pissed. They're not going to turn this into some religion thing. They're not going to turn it into some kind of a race thing. Okay, in my opinion, he's innocent until proven guilty. But I don't need to know that he's guilty to wait for a trial. Okay? When you got 1 + 1 + 1 = 3, the evidence is there. You can go around and say, like some of these people they picked them up if they had if they didn't have evidence, right? They would have never been looking for him in the first place. We're looking for him before the Idaho 4. That's why there was, and there's a lot of stuff you folks don't know, and you'll never know the truth until it comes out in court, right? They were looking for him before the Idaho 4 case. Okay, he wasn't as good as people are giving him credit for. Yes, he was smart, but a killer, he was good at it, but he made a mistake, and they always do. Somewhere down the road, they make a mistake and they get found out. Eventually, it might take 50 years, it might take 100 years, but eventually they will find out. So what are we doing? Like I said, we're not falling for it. All these cases have turned into a zoo. They've actually hurt the cases. People are like, what do you mean hurt the cases? Well, they've hurt the case. You can't get a fair trial. They have created so much chaos and mayhem on YouTube, trying to discredit the case before it even gets into court. So, and we're seeing that in so many of these cases. So, I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, people. Let me see. Let me check my chat. I'm focused on trying to say what I'm trying to say. Don't go, Kiki. I guess I'll just move on by everyone. Have a great day. Why? What's wrong with Kiki? I guess Johnny didn't see me. Did say good morning, Kiki. I said good morning, Bella. I said good morning, Marshmallow. And like I said, folks, here's the thing with these people. And you got to be careful on YouTube, because some of these people are very delicate, very touchy. You say the wrong thing and boom, your world goes mad. Yeah, we're not falling for these YouTubers. We're not falling for this crap. And we're not falling for it. I don't want to fall for it. Nobody wants to fall for it. You don't need too much evidence to find out that somebody's a killer, right? They're turning it into, well, he's not a serial killer. It don't matter. He's a killer. He killed 4 people, right? A very in-your-face murder, right? Now, is there a chance Brian Kohberger was the delivery driver of the food, and he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time? Right? Maybe he did try and go in and save them, right? You remember what the one girl said? She heard a voice saying, "Don't worry, I'm here to help you," right? Did he go in after the murders to deliver the food, right? But that ain't even making sense, right? Was he using security cameras to watch people? Probably. Was he hacking phones? He might have been. He might have been getting this information from the police. Why? Well, because he was a forensic evidence guy. He was probably communicating with the police. That's how he stayed under the weather. That's how he stayed under the radar for so long. Folks, I'm telling you, I've seen it before. These people, they have a connection with law enforcement or government, and that gives them the keys to do whatever they want. And they go out and rape and pillage and steal and do whatever. And then they call their cousin or whatever that's on the police force, or that's a judge or whatever. And oh my God, I got myself in trouble. Right? And they get away with murder and so many other things. right? I don't care if you worked for the government. I don't care if you do work for the government, because we're starting to prove to you folks that it's all a bunch of crap. We've been getting ripped off our whole lives. Right? I don't care about the secret organizations. I don't care about the gangs. I don't care about the mobs and all the crap. I don't care about it. I'm not affiliated with them, so it don't affect me at all. I don't have no rules. You folks live by rules, right? The only rules you should be living by is thou shall not kill, and thou shall not break your law with God. I don't know. It's drove so many people missing. I'm interested in to see where the 60,000 tons of explosives have gone. Right? 60,000 tons of material missing, highly explosive. And here's the thing. We're not backing off of these people, and we are not backing off of America. We are not backing off of any of this bull crap on YouTube or these YouTube channels. I can give two craps if you're Little L. Rookin. I can give two craps if you're an outlaw biker. You came to the wrong spot, boys and ladies. I can give two craps who you're with. My job is to protect this country and the children in it and the people in it. And if we got to burn it down, we'll burn this son of a bitch right down to the ground. We'll rebuild it bigger and better. But my job is to take care of this country. Right? That's my job. So I can give two craps about YouTube. People are asking, where have I been? Well, I work. It's summertime now. I'm busy. My whole life ain't wrapped up into YouTube, right? They don't pay me. They pay someone else. That's hacking my computer. That's getting all my views and subs and everything. So the whole system has gone bad, folks. And there's only one way to do it. And now the Congress and Senate and everybody's starting to come around and realize that, oh, Johnny boy has hit it wrong, right? I can give two craps if you drive around, you're all tatted up and I can give two craps, right? You're the archangel of whatever. I can give two craps. We're going to burn this whole thing down if we have to. And if you're in the house, we'll burn it down still. We are not backing off of this country, folks. I got way too much invested in it. You boys better shape up. I got way too much money wrapped up into this country. Too many family members have suffered and died in wars for this country. And when they got out of there, they became police officers and construction workers. And we got too much wrapped up into this country. We ain't going to let it go just like you folks think it is. If we got to make it a giant crater, we will get the job done. There's no way around it. And for you people, quit harassing me. Quit calling the police. I'm not a felon. I'm not wanted for any scams or anything. Matter of fact, I've been scammed my whole life. I don't have 900 kids. Okay? Quit trying to scam me. You'll live a lot longer. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody? You folks are going to be shocked when we smack you in the face with all the crap that's been going on that you folks don't want to believe is going on. And it's going on right in front of your faces. And we're trying to help you, but there's nothing I can do. But it's out of my hands. Right? I can't get wrapped up into this drama crap. It's not in my contract. Okay, I'm only allowed to be Jigsaw and Saw only a certain time of the year to do so much of music and movies. That's my contract, folks. I've been around for a while. I don't know. I got the Masons calling me and all the secret societies. They all want me to join and everything. No, I'm a free agent. Nobody is driving this semi. It's my semi. I'm driving it. I'll tell you what, you citizens, you bad boys out there, you cost America. You cost innocent people's lives because we might have to get rid of this whole country. I know a lot of people think it's impossible, and I'm like, you have no idea, folks, how possible it is. You don't know how close it is to just burning it down and rebuilding. We'll all go underground. We got bunkers and satellite phones and all kinds of crap. We'll go underground. We'll burn this bitch right down to the ground. There won't be a building standing. Right? We'll come out after it's over with. We'll rebuild bigger. We got technology now. Right? We'll punch a hole right through gravity. We can create gravity. We can create a magnetic force. We could do anything we want. Just ask Elon Musk. He knows. My advice for some of you YouTubers out there, shut your mouths. You got yourselves in trouble with your own organizations. Right? You're in a gang, shut your mouth. You're in a secret organization, shut your mouth. But most of you have been running your mouths about, well, we belong to this, we belong to that, we belong to this. You did it to yourselves. You did it to yourselves. No one did it to you. You did it to yourselves. You all went mad. You all went cuckoo. Kohberger, to me, is a serial killer. And of course, they're not going to admit it because that would make the government look pretty bad. All along, he was right underneath their noses, talking to police, taking photos with police. Yeah, this is making more sense than anything, right? So, what are we going to do? Nothing. Right? It ain't my problem. Folks, I'm too high up on the food chain. It is not my problem. Right? But some of you bad boys and people out there and everything, you did it to yourselves. Right? If people are dying in your family, you did it to yourself. You should know to shut your mouth when you belong to anything like that. Mafia, anything. What mafia? There is no such thing as the mafia. I don't know what you're talking about. Same thing with the gangs. What gang? I don't belong to no gang. I don't know what you're talking about. Same thing with the secret organizations. I have no idea what you're talking about. What secret organization? I belong to nothing. It's all rumor. It's all a fairy tale. But most of you people ran your mouths, and that's why you got yourselves into the predicaments you got yourselves into. No, I got some work to do. Does any questions or anything? I want to thank Kiki Eyes for stopping in, and Bella and for stopping in, which I don't know how the marshmallow even. How did Marshmallow get a wrench again? I thought I took all the wrenches away. I don't know. Right? It's like I don't even control my channel anymore. Right? Right? I'm in music and movies. I ain't got time for this crime crap. Right? Now, first you are wondering why I changed my YouTube banner, because I was getting attacked because of the old Steven Tyler Aerosmith child crap with him sleeping with some or marrying some, I don't know. But I had to take my banner down because I was getting attacked for that. Right? So what do? None. Hunker down. Stay home if you can, folks. It's the safest place for you. I'm just trying to help. I mean, I could sit here and say I can give two craps. You people started your own hell. You created it. You deal with it. It ain't my business. I didn't create the Summer Wells case. I didn't create the Delphi case. Right? I didn't create the Idaho 4 case. I didn't do the murders. I'm not worried about it. But you're going to find a lot of these people are wrapped up in the bad stuff. And it's all a scam. They can look you in the face. Some of these women can look you in the face and these men and lie to you until their eyes bleed. Right? And they don't even know they're lying. You caught them in a lie. And they continue to lie. And you got the proof. Well, we got the proof right in front of us. We got the data, the cell phones, everything. Right? The proof is the proof. But they'll continue to lie to you. Now, if you want me to be honest, could Kohberger have been set up? Yes. But it would have had to been somebody that knew what kind of stuff he was into. It would have had to have been somebody that he was interviewing on his Reddit when he put out that application that he wanted to do a study on killers, people that have killed before. So somebody that he was talking to had to set him up or had access to his personal property and his apartment. They would have had to have access to that to get the DNA, to get the information to set him up. He would have had to known whoever it was. Now that's far-fetched. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Do I think that's what happened? No. I definitely think Kohberger is part of it. Either he was there or he hired someone to do it. And they might have left the knife sheath. If he's this drug dealer that they're all saying he was, or into drugs or whatever, on campus, right, college and everything, it could possibly. I don't think so. I just think he's a serial killer. And there's no laws. Right? I'm not breaking no laws for having my opinion. There is no gag order on the Kohberger case yet. There is no gag order on the Delphi case yet. Okay, a lot of people are saying, well, they're putting a gag order and you can't talk about bullcrap. It hasn't been put in place yet. That don't happen until June. So we can continue to talk about it, whatever we want. Right? Now people are saying the family seems suspicious, and they're all suspicious to me. Kind of crazy, ain't it? But it is. So ain't nothing we can do. Hunker down. Take it with a grain of salt. Right? I think it's a joke. These people have caused people's demise with lies and fake videos and photoed up photos of Bridge Guy. And you got Greeno making a whole broadcasting about some, and all along it was Sean Harmon, right? Wasn't it some guy? It was Sean Harmon, right? You could tell I'm pretty good at voices, folks. That's what I do, right? I'm listening to music for so long. If you hear somebody sing, you could say, hey, that's Robert Plant. That's Geddy Lee. That's Kip Winger from Winger. That's, the voice. You hear the voices. You recognize the voices. Right? And there was that one video that Sean Harmon did where he was saying Anthony Greeno put him up to the whole thing and used him for it and everything. It was all a bunch of crap, folks. right? It was all a bunch of crap. Now, like I said, folks, the internet has been compromised. Everyone's channel has been compromised by these people. There's people running around on the streets today with the Delphi case and the Summer Wells case that should not be running around on the streets, right? They scammed you folks, and they continue to scam you. And they've taken a lot of women down with them and a bunch of crap. It's turned into a soap opera. That's why I don't like it. Right? I don't like it. Taking children and then using them, right? If I was a parent and one of my kids that came up dead and somebody was making money off of them and turning it, I'd be hunting these people down, stalking them like a tiger in the jungle, waiting to spring on them. Right? Now, a lot of you folks don't know, but I had a family member that passed away. And her story was on YouTube, or not on YouTube, on social internet. You could look her name up and it showed how she died and what happened. That was my relative. So I'm not too fond about what you folks do with your social media and your media. So I'm not too fond of this stuff, and you can talk to me until you're blue in the face. You ain't gonna change my mind. Right? You folks are doing it for views, subs, and money, taking people's deaths, and you're not trying to solve it. You don't want to solve it. Right? All this magic crap that you people been doing and everything, bunch of crap.
We are unavailable to take your call. Please leave a message and thank you for calling.
Now that concludes this video. Am I getting back into the law or into the crime videos or whatever? No, I don't make money off people. Right? If I need money, I'll go make it with my two hands or my mind. I'll write another script. I'll do something. Right? But I refuse to rip people off. Sorry about that, but I refuse to do it. Right? I wasn't raised on YouTube. I was raised in the field. I worked for a living. That's how I got my money. People said, you were given this. I was given nothing. I earned it. The people that are saying I was given all this are the ones that stole it. I was given nothing. I've had a job my whole life. Sometimes I had to work for cash. Right? I've had a disability my whole life. I overcame and adapted. And still, I didn't have to sell drugs. I didn't have to be a pimp. I didn't have to be on YouTube to make a living. I learned a trade. I worked and I earned my money the legal way. Now, a lot of you people are pissed because I'm allowed to do things in this country, which I can hit a button and stop everything. So think twice before you try scamming. Right? I ain't got time for it. And your courts are just as corrupt. And you're going to see a big change in America soon. And don't be afraid of IA, right? Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is only, and let me repeat this one more time, is only as smart as you program it to be. That's it. It cannot think for itself. It only thinks what is programmed into it. Now, a lot of people are pissed off because we're in the IR. We're in the IA division or whatever, right? Well, the same people that are saying it's damaging and it could take over the world and destroy it are the same people that are creating it that want a piece of my money. Well, that ain't going to happen, Elon. You put a garbage can up in the sky. Ain't you happy with that? Now, I got to go. I got work to do. And it was interesting talking to you people, but you can all kiss my white little black butt or whatever you want to call it. Quit trying to scam. Quit hacking me, right? Once we zero in on who's hacking me, it's all over with, boys. There's going to be a little crater in the ground. I know Uncle Ted Nugent's like, we're trying to figure out who is hacking you. Don't worry about it, Uncle Ted. I love you, right? I think the 50th year Strangleholt's coming up. This is his last tour. Uncle Ted's going on his last tour. It ain't over with. It's just his last tour. Don't worry, he's still gonna be making music. He ain't gonna be on tour no more. I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit. Right? How long have you been doing this? So you folks have a great day. Be safe. And remember, folks, we are the ones that watch the people that are watching you. They call us the watchers. Right? You think, folks, there's devices out there. There's there that have, you got 50, 60 accounts. They're all fake accounts, folks. It's a little device we created, right? You click on that to sub to that person. It's all over with. All your information, every computer hacked, everything. This is how crazy the world is. This is why we went to Congress and Senate and told them we're going to have to burn it down. We're going to have to burn this country down. The technology, right? Everything is fake. They got 6, 7, 20, 60 accounts. They're scamming people. I don't know. Yes, Bella, have a good day. I got some work to do too. So there's my conclusion to all this madness that you folks have created. Thank God I'm not involved in it. Now, I got some work to do. Have a good day. I'm a marshmallow. Bella, Kiki Eyes, and the rest of you. Hope you had a good night's sleep. Hope everybody's doing good. And we'll see you next video. I might get back into the crime video, but I'm only going to get back into the crime thing if people listen, right? They're so hooked on the Benny Keys, the No Thanks Doug, the whole, right? The Griffs, all these channels that are mainly drama and just reporting. That's it. They just report on it, right? I'm not a real investigator, so I don't claim to be JR Investigations or whatever, JR Ewing or whatever the one guy is, or what. I don't know what these people have done. They've created more of a mess than anything. Most of these people are felons anyways. Most of them are computer hackers and nut jobs anyways, folks. Right? Prostitution and all kinds of stuff, which there's nothing wrong with prostitution. You know, ladies got to make their money, but I think that's what we're seeing, folks. I think that's what this is all turning into is these are the leaders, right? These YouTube channels are the leaders. And the chat people and the subs are their followers, right? I don't know where it went bad. I don't know. I'm glad I'm not involved in it. Don't try and suck me into it, right? Don't try and suck me into it. My opinion is one thing. My life and my family is another. And like I said, folks, you best get your shit straight, folks. You best stay off the streets. You best take this seriously because they're serious. Are they attacking me again with that witch or sorcerer or whatever? I don't know. No, you folks have a good day. Be safe. God bless everybody. Love everybody. And remember, straighten your crap out, folks. I don't care how much money you got. I really don't. Right? I don't care if you're a big baller or be safe, and we're watching. I keep telling you, folks, we're watching y'all. All right, folks, have a great day. Love everybody. Peace.